Welcome back. This is Today on the Vineyard, and I'm Sissy Biggers. And our guest today, who not only is going to win our Best Dressed Award for the week, David Campt, is also really has such an interesting career. And I need to read it exactly because it's about words and dialogue, and I don't want to get it wrong. He's a dialogue specialist in race relations. And in his work, he teaches and facilitates, like in a meeting setting, to help people learn the importance of collaborative decision-making.
Very nice.
Now, that sounds kind of complicated, but actually...
It's actually not that complicated.
It's an easy approach.
What it really is about is creating a situation for people to have a better conversation to make better decisions. So it might be their company, it might be their board, it might be their community, it might be a foundation. It's a variety of settings. As a meeting strategist and a dialogue facilitator, what I try to do is to create an environment so people can really collectively analyze what is our problem, what is our conditions, what might we do together to fulfill our collective aspirations, and how might we do that?
And what kind of clients do you have, David? Who calls upon your services?
Oh, I've worked for big foundations. I've worked for major corporations. I've worked for universities. I've worked for nonprofits. I've worked for the Navy. I've worked for the White House. I used to work for Bill Clinton. I organized town meetings for President Clinton's race initiative. So it's a variety of clients. I've worked for members of Congress. But it's really all about marshaling the skills of facilitation to create a dialogue between people that is not the town hall hollering we see, not even the sort of expert-driven presentations we see on television, but really having people talk to each other in a deep way, acknowledging their collective concerns, their differences in experience, and saying, okay, given those differences, what might we do together to achieve our goals?
Our common goals. You know, it sounds like it's a skill set that really requires a lot of listening skills first.
Oh yeah.
How do you teach people to really listen? I mean, they don't always do that.
Well, the truth is the most important thing is the desire to listen. Because so many times we're in conversation and we're not really listening, we're just waiting to make our point. Exactly, exactly. So the first thing is to shift the mindset. I think there's skills in listening, but I think that if you are effective in saying, okay, we're all here together and there's some genius in the collective that we can tap. And for that to be tapped, we all have to contribute, we all have to listen. People often make a shift. Some of that is just inviting them to it because people don't think in that way. So that's a part of it.
Now, when people express themselves in these meetings, do you then sort of break down what they're saying and try to adjust it to make it more positive and collaborative as well? Then you
there is a role of the facilitator in dissecting what people say. That is true. But another strategy that I found very effective is using these audience response devices.
These are so cool.
Most people have seen Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. You know when they go to the audience and there's a lifeline, press the button? That's what these are. And what these can do in a meeting setting is to put the diversity of the group in front of the group. So one of the ways that you create an atmosphere of listening and learning is to say everybody gets a chance to speak and to weigh their opinion in, and you can all see it.
So it's like a snapshot of who's in the room.
Who's in the room and what they think. And what that does, there's a certain way that democratizes everything. People don't feel as much of a need to holler and scream and have other people not talk.
Already you have a context with which you're working. Okay, you're going to be here this weekend, tonight and Saturday. You're doing at Oak Bluffs Library.
That's right.
A couple of these forums where people can see this collaborative decision-making process.
Right. Tonight, Thursday night, at the Oak Bluffs Library from 5:30 to 7:30, and then again Saturday from 2:30 to 4:30, we're going to have town hall meetings. And a town hall meeting is really about race relations 2.0. How have race relations differed under Obama, and how might they differ? And what are the new challenges if we're going to achieve the kind of racial reconciliation and racial justice that we all want? And so what we're going to do is to have about 60 or 70 people, if the room is filled, that's what we're hoping, and everybody will have one of these devices. And we have a program. It's going to be some of this weighing in on with the devices, and then that's going to be a springboard to our conversation.
You know, that's so great. What an opportunity to take advantage of David Campt's incredible expertise for free.
Yeah.
You're a highly paid facilitator, and you're giving your time at Oak Bluffs Library this weekend.
It's so important. Some of it is because what I want to do is to show some of these very important people that there's new ways of having meetings. I think that the expert-driven model, where there's a panel of experts and they all talk, and people ask a couple of questions, and we call that a dialogue, that has a certain value. But there's a different way that we can engage. So I'm hoping that Henry Louis Gates and Charles Ogletree and Michelle Obama, who I went to school with, I went to college with her, see that there is a different way of doing things. We can have more engaging meetings.
Well, I think it'd be a great opportunity for also young people, you know, especially high school students who really have to learn how to articulate things as they go on in their careers. Are you enjoying your time in the Vineyard, David?
It's great.
You're getting out and enjoying it, right?
I am getting out and enjoying it.
Well, you're going to be hard to miss on Circuit Avenue. This beautiful linen suit, as I said, best dressed here on Plum this week. David, good luck.
Thank you
It
so
sounds
much.
like a wonderful
Thank you so much.
opportunity.
And so we didn't talk about my book.
Oh, I'm sorry. Your book, Before We Go.
Before we go.
You can get it this weekend at the library, right?
Oh, well, they can order it online. Little Book of Dialogue for Difficult Subjects, littlebookofdialogue.com. It's only $5.
Okay,
it's a lot of wisdom for a cheap price.
I can see that, and just meeting you, not cheap at all. You're awesome. Good to see you.
Thank you so much.
Stay tuned. We've got lots more today on the Vineyard.